Greetings, everyone. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to yet another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. We're bringing you new album reviews all the damn time. Today, on this episode, we're going to take a look at the brand new release, debut album from this band from Finland. They are called Royal Sorrow. The name of the album is Innerdeeps on Inside Out Music. Let's take a look at this little digipack here. Very nice color red. This is basically a trio. You'll see right there who play in this band. I think Edge of Haze was the previous band that they had. Previous name. They decided to reconfigure as Royal Sorrow. The guys in the band comprised of, let me get to that page here. So we've got Markus Hentunen on vocals and guitars, Eero Maijala on bass, and Jani Miskonen on drums. There they are once again. Let's take a look at the booklet here. They do have some guest musicians and things on the album, so I will get to that in a second. Right, get some lyrics and stuff. So also appearing on the album, we've got Juha Rapainen on plays guitar solo on one track. You got Malka on backing vocals on one track. Heidi Sundström backing vocals on another track. Leno Linjama sitar on one track, and Alvaro Guerrero and Teresa Henze part of the choir, and also the Looney Choir on another track. Right, so recorded and produced at VHV Studios in Helsinki, Finland. Mixing and mastering by Ronnie Nyalkinen, something like that. Sorry for the pronunciations, folks. This is an album that, there's been a lot of new bands coming out on Inside Out, and sometimes you have to kind of like temper your expectations at times, especially on debut albums, right? So I really went into this with no real expectations and didn't do a lot of reading up of the band. I know Inside Out's been kind of hyping them a little bit, so I was like, all right, whatever, this is really good. Really good. They list themselves as a progressive metal band, alternative metal. I don't know if I really hear a lot of alternative metal, but I guess that term could encompass just about anything. It's definitely prog metal, definitely that whole gent thing, which to me, gent is a blending of prog metal and alternative styles, right? That's just what it is. There's the big heavy grooves, the polyrhythms, and things like that. So there is that. I guess maybe the vocal harmonies and things like that could be considered fall into that alternative metal style, but I don't know. I just hear a really good prog metal band that has created very accessible songs here that have lots of heavy parts, lots of complex parts. There's tasty soloing, but most importantly, it comes down to the songs, right? Every song on here is very memorable, really, really memorable. And apparently, they had released. I shouldn't say apparently, because I know I did it in the shorts on the news all throughout the year. They released a lot of this album as singles before the album even came out. So, if you are following close, you probably were familiar with half this album before the album dropped at the end of September. So, me, I don't listen to a lot of the new singles from bands. I don't. I'd rather hear the whole albums when it comes out. So, really hearing this Innerdeeps from start to finish in its entirety was my real introduction to the band. And it's one of those albums that warrants repeat listening. Once you start paying attention to it, the songs stick with you. You're going to want to hear it again and again and again. So this is really good. So we've got, let's see, get you the exact number of tracks on this album. We've got 10 songs on here. It's about 45 minutes long, so it's not an overly long album. And, right from the get-go, you've got a song called Let Go, which is very vibrant and upbeat and catchy, and that pulls you right in. Then they hit you with Metrograve. Great track. And apparently this was also one of the ones that they released as singles. Really, really good song. I like, I hear a little kind of Terra Maze and a little Vola, a little Leprous, a little Between the Buried and Me here and there, and I mean, maybe a little Caligula's Horse, maybe a little Haken. If you like all these bands, I think you'll really dig these guys. It's just little bits of that sort of thing. They're not the most original band on the planet, but the great thing is like they take their influences and they just write really, really good, memorable, and catchy songs. And that's really what it's all about. Samsara is terrific. What an earworm on that. This guy is such a great singer, too. Really, really good singer. I love his voice. I really love Marcus's voice. Terrific guitar player as well. But that's one of my favorite tracks on here, Samsara. But then you got, Release Your Shadow, which is really cool. And Evergreen is just absolutely soaring. They don't really list who plays the keyboards or synthesizers on this album, but there is a splattering of them throughout the record, and they really add texture and ambiance, I think, which is really nice. Evergreen is another great track. Survival Complex, for me, might actually, it's hard to pick a favorite on this album. The Survival Complex, for me, is easily the heaviest song on here. It's got very strong, kind of like Meshuggah things going on, which I love. I mean, the bass and the guitar riffs are just so heavy and just like, you feel it like in the deep down in your guts, right? Just really, really good. But it's got catchy hooks like everything else. Which I think is really, really cool. Great song. Bloodflower is excellent. Again, great vocal harmonies. Love that so much. Looking Glass, gorgeous. Really great song. Give In is another one of the heavier tracks. He uses a little bit of harsh vocals on here as well. He drops them in from time to time, but they don't overuse it. And it's just, they're not death metal vocals. They're just kind of harsh vocals, and it works really well with the clean vocals. And Give In's just got some great groove, great riffing going on in that. And then the last track is Innerdeeps, which is pretty amazing. Again, the sweeping vocal harmonies and the soundscapes are just so good. And I really like it a lot. It's just a great way to end the album. And like I said, it's just big and epic sounding. You get like little, I don't know if I've mentioned Tesseract, but there are some Tesseract moments throughout this album as well. Another band of reference. So I think if you like Tesseract and Leprous and Vola and Terra Maze and Caligula's Horse and Between the Buried and Me and Haken, as my dogs are wrestling behind me, I think you'll really, really enjoy this. Really enjoy this. Hey guys, relax. Come on, take it easy. It's amazing what puppies will do together. So yeah, I really like this a lot. I'm going to give this 4.25 out of 5 star. It's very, very well produced, big and bright, and just crystal clear production. You hear every instrument wonderfully in the mix. Guitars are great. Nice touch of keys and spots. Drumming, the bass playing. To me, the vocals though is what really shines on here. The vocal performances, the lead and the backing vocals, and all the harmonies that are, it's a really, really lush sounding album, but still progressive and heavy, and there's great guitar soloing, and everything you expect is on here. And again, it really blows me away. I really was not expecting this to be so great, and it absolutely is. So yeah, it is Royal Sorrow. Innerdeeps is the name. Go check it out. I'm going to put the link to the Bandcamp page below so you can go give it a listen and see what you think, right? And consider adding it to your collection. Thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options. All down there. Thanks for all your support. It's greatly appreciated. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. Lots more coming. Got new Jack Starr, Sienna Root live. Got the Daryl Ways Wolf box set. Got Jethro Tull, Aqualung live. We've got speaking of new Leprous, we've got the live album from Leprous. We've got the Lunatic Soul new record. We've got all sorts of stuff here. New Chris Slade timeline. That and more coming soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete Pardo. Take care.